The following program is sponsored by Tropical Acres Steakhouse.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It is Wednesday. It is also Kol Nidre, Erev Yom Kippur.
Yes, sir.
It begins tonight, and that means before the fast, we feast. Although not all of us are fasting. Jeff Defo the Forest, do you remember the day, if there ever was one, where you did atone for your sins by fasting for 24 to 30 hours?
I can't recall anything like that. I think I did cocaine for 2 days straight. I don't know if it was around Yom Kippur.
That would suppress the appetite.
I did a good job. It was more powerful than even Ozempic. But and the bad news was, while you would lose 10 pounds during those 2 days, you would gain back 20 when you were in recovery. So, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, it's a noble endeavor. I mean, all of these people in Let's Eat South Florida, have you thought about it? And we've talked about intermittent fast and all these different things. I don't know that I want to go 24 hours without a sip of water or anything. I mean,
that's the hardcore.
It's a little
It's
extreme. Yeah.
Hardcore Orthodox. And again, we are at Wicked Cheesesteaks. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, conveniently located across from Holy Cross Hospital. And it is also just below Commercial Boulevard. But Lubie, do you do the hardcore, like you don't even brush your teeth?
No, I brush my teeth. I think that's weird. I brush my teeth, I shower.
Well, then you're done. You violated the tenets.
I don't drink water.
You're not supposed to put anything in your mouth. It absorbs through the membranes. The water.
I've never heard of that. Even Orthodox people brush their teeth.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. My brother-in-law's family is Orthodox. They brush their teeth. They take showers. They don't drive cars. They don't do any of the other stuff that's I find insane.
Money.
I find insane. I'm not Orthodox. I've never been Orthodox. At this point, I'm probably not even conservative, to be brutally honest, Jewish. But I observe the traditions how I do. I've always done it that way. And I do it more for tradition aspects as opposed to religiosity.
Here's my thing. All right. So once upon a time, look, I totally get for people who are observant and who do follow the the fasting and it's a very symbolic thing of cleansing and purifying and atoning for sins. I used to like to do it because of the symbolic aspect of it.
Yep.
I'm not particularly religious, but nowadays, because I have certain medical conditions, I get medical dispensation because I can't let my blood sugar go below a certain point. So I have to nibble on certain things. And, these are the things that, they say God would excuse things, whether you're elderly or diabetic. But anyway, for those who are observant and are going to be fasting tonight, may we wish you an easy fast, and may everybody be inscribed and sealed. Right.
That's the thing
Last
that
week was
weirds
inscribed.
out Shirley.
Today is the sealing. The sealing.
Whenever they say that in services, she gets weirded out. I'm like, I don't know how literal it is.
Sealed in the book of life.
She's like, so what is it? What happened this last week? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about all of it.
It's the high holy days. All I know is no. But the other thing that gets me about this holiday is you have you don't eat, and then what do? All you think about is eating. Instead of praying.
It's supposed to clarify your mind from planning meals and this and that, but that's all you do is plan. Like, so what my family used to do is just, what burger would you want right now if you could have a burger? What pizza would you want? I'm like, I don't think that's what we're supposed to be doing today, but that's all we ever did. I don't know.
And then they're getting the bagels and the spreads ready. I remember my mother used to get like the matzo ball soup on the stove before we would go to synagogue for the final concluding prayers. And then we'd smell the chicken soup on the stove, wafting the beautiful aromas. And I was like, this is torture.
It's just torture. Yeah. I mean, that's what look, surely. And again, there's other Jewish holidays that are very happy holidays. They're just not the big ones. Christianity was smart and they propped up the big ones, and whatever other painful holidays they hide. The Jews don't do that. The big ones, the Orthodox celebrate, and the rest of us celebrate. The smaller ones and the happy ones, the Orthodox will celebrate, and a lot of the rest of us don't. And Shirley's like, you guys just want to hurt yourself between Passover and between Yom Kippur. I'm like, I don't know if it's that simple, but I'm sure that's in there. Some masochism.
Speaking of masochism and torture, how about those Yankees yesterday,
Jesus.
Defo? And
God.
by the time that game 3 of the 4-game slate yesterday rolled around, you were already out of your parlay that you gave out on the show.
It wasn't with a great deal of conviction. I mean, it was just to have some fun.
The
But
freaking Padres, it was a tight game.
first 3 games could have gone either way.
Yep.
I ended up 1-2 in those. Dodgers ended up winning. That seemed like a no-brainer, but wasn't worth getting excited about betting that. Yankee game was great, though. I ended up taking it in, oddly, at the Tipperary pub where we were enjoying some live music. It was fantastic. And,
Did you eat there? Or?
I didn't eat there. I actually was at the Vault before that. I had
you
something
went back
that was
to the
very
Vault.
nice. Yeah, back to the
You said you
Vault.
liked it.
That's usually what gamblers have to do. We have to go back to the vault or the
Yeah.
ATM or the safe
But
deposit.
and this is not normally a place where people are paying a lot of attention to sports. And what's odd is they're not even paying a lot of attention to the live music. It's an oddball situation there. But all of the screens all of a sudden had Yankees Red Sox for the 9th inning. And it was about as exciting as it could get. I mean, this is why playoff baseball is so entertaining, because everything is amplified. And once again, Aaron Boone is being just lampooned all around the country as Bozo Boone for lifting Max Fried, who was pitching great.
He was pitching great.
Can you imagine, really? I mean, back in the day, if you had Walter Olson come out to the mound and tell Sandy Koufax, "Hey, listen, Sandy, Yom Kippur's only a couple of days away. I'm going to take you out now so you can get the fast going."
Exactly.
I mean, what happened to the bulldog mentality of your ace starter in the playoffs? He takes him out, and of course, the guy comes in who's been going really south ever since they acquired him, and Weaver gives up the game-winning runs, as it turns
Now,
out.
you know me. I'm not a big Yankees fan. In fact, I'm kind of a Yankees hater. But when it comes to Yankees Red Sox, I root for the meteor to come crashing into the stadium and wipe them out, both. But I really felt for Yankees fans because I don't know what Aaron Boone has done and not done over the course of a season. I know a lot of Yankee fans.
He's
like
made
our
every
friend,
wrong decision that a manager can make.
our friend Joe Cassell, Joe C, just loathes
He hates
Aaron.
Aaron
Every
Boone.
Yankee fan hates the
The
guy.
way that
Aaron.
Lubie hates Greer is the
yeah.
same way that Joe C hates Aaron Boone.
Joe Casale is representative of all Yankee fans, or so it seems.
But I'm watching the game. This guy Fried is mowing them down in complete control. And he makes a great defensive play, too. He hustles over to first base to get the first out in the 7th inning. He has been on cruise control. And his pitch count gets up to 98. And all of a sudden, you see Boone come out to the mound. And my mouth dropped. And I was like,
Dude, what are you
you
doing?
got to be kidding me. He didn't give up a hit. He wasn't in a jam. He has one out in the 7th inning.
And he's your ace, and he's a big money guy.
You let the guy go through the end of the inning unless he gives up a walk or he starts to show signs of deterioration.
He's showing no signs of unraveling.
Well, and you don't you don't have to go back to the days of Koufax and the
Gibson would be
Gibson.
a guy.
You
would
can
never
go back.
post
Look,
him, yeah.
Randy Johnson, Greg Maddox, Pedro Martinez, even the early 2000s with the Lincecums and some of
Jack
those guys.
Morris for the
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, you never pull this.
Here's the deal. I get the analytics stuff, and that's fine, but the playoffs should be a different animal. Once you get into the analytics
and
should get you to the playoffs.
Look, I know there's an
and once you're there, go with who got you there.
There's an extra round. There's extra games. It's going to be a long month and a long grind to the end of the World Series if that's your ultimate goal, just like the Stanley Cup. But you've got these professional athletes. They're gamers. They want to be in there. And if they throw an extra 20 pitches, it's not going to kill them. Just look at the other guy.
Yep.
What's his face? Pig, the Red
Crochet.
Sox guy. He went 120 pitches
Exactly.
and he cruised through, and then they got him to the closer. And yes, sacks full, no outs. And that's nothing to do with Aaron Boone.
Nah.
But the fact that it was a blown game in the 7th inning, man, I mean, I got riled up, and I'm not a Yankee fan.
People don't make productive outs anymore. It happened actually
Yes.
across the board in virtually every game where the losing team had opportunities, but they just don't make productive outs. But when Stanton fouled off that first pitch of the count when the bases were loaded and he came up and you thought, wow, this guy was a huge hero last year in the postseason. He was fantastic. He actually had a really good year when he came back this year. Statistically, hit for a higher average than he usually does. Hit a lot of home runs in a limited amount of time. But for some reason, when he fouled off that first pitch that was inside,
it was over, yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to strike out. And I called it. My friend Mike was with me, and he had money on the Yankees. And I said, you know what? Morales is going to slip like a lame breaking ball.
And he's going
in
to
there.
swing at it.
and he's going to swing and miss. And sure enough, this was a meatball. It looked like it came off the table at Cafe Monterano.
Yeah.
And, he was geared up for the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, missed it by a mile, and now you have one away, and the bases are still loaded, and you haven't scored.
That Chapman, he started at 95, but then when he got warmed up and he was throwing 100, 101, 100. That's a tall order. But the fact is, all right, so Stanton, former Marlin, right?
Yes.
And then Jazz Chisholm, former Marlin.
Former Marlin, yes,
Okay,
Marlin fan.
so why is it that all the former Marlins will go to the Yankees choke, but then all the current Marlins do my Mets in every year? Why is it like
Well, Stan was brilliant last year in the postseason. I mean, he
played
really
great,
kind of carried him.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, I mean, how do you not have a right-handed hitter on the bench there? The guy that ended up making the last out was 0 for 4, ended up 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. So going into that at bat, he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, why don't you?
And you're going to face a lefty against Chapman, who's on fire at that point.
Who's on the bench at that point? I mean, he could have gone other ways.
Should have been somebody.
It had someone. It wasn't an extra.
Anybody but a guy who's
It was
gone
a
an
low
0 for
scoring
3,
game, and it wasn't
I don't care.
strikeout.
You could put up a 160 hitter right-handed, and you still have a better shot than this guy who's 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, what do you call that? The collar, the perfect, the 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
You can't do any worse. Let's
You
put it that
rarely
way.
The
heard
golden
that.
sombrero.
I
I don't know what that is called.
Look, I'm not even an Yankee fan. I don't even like the Yankees, but it's just look. I get analytics, fine, okay, but now you're forgetting old baseball strategy. Like that stuff worked, and that stuff was in play for.
Imagine some pencil neck geek though is up there in the box and he's saying, "Oh yeah, you want to take this guy out."
We're at
I
98.
mean,
We're
Bruce
zooming in on 100. You got to get
Bruce
him out.
Bochy just got fired by the Texas Rangers. Now, 2 years ago,
They
he
won the World
comes to
Series.
Texas. He wins the World Series. Okay, this year he had some key injuries, and his team doesn't do so well, but they were still in contention for the playoffs later in the season. And you could just see that this old salty dog guy probably was getting the call from upstairs going, "Oh, okay, you got to take him out, or you got to pinch hit this guy, you got to do this, you got to, try something else, according to analytics." And he, probably gave him the big FU.
Yep.
And after winning a World Series 2 years ago, he ends up getting canned. That's the way this world is working right now.
All right, we got our appetizer. We got
underrated
pizza
here. The
slices.
pizza,
Yes.
Wicked
Pizza
Cheesesteaks.
with
Underrated.
proprietor Brian. Come on in to Wicked.
Smells
Again,
great.
it's
Wow.
cheesesteaks. It's the newest item on the menu is the Boston North Shore roast beef sandwiches, or just a plain roast beef with au jus, which I call it Brooklyn style.
Yeah.
And then he's got pizza, which don't sleep on the pizza here because it's pretty darn
I heard him
good.
talking to someone that came in, and they had found him online, which was cool.
We get a couple of paper towels.
He
all neat.
when they brought up the pizza, and he was being very humble. He's like, "Yeah, we have pizza. It sells pretty good." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Brian, your pizza's ridiculous." Like,
No, it's
for a
good.
place that's a cheesesteak place
He
that does
uses
really good
grande
wings
cheese.
and lobster rolls.
He has-
The pizza isn't just like a throwaway. Like you could come here. I've
And-
seen plenty of people just come get pizza and leave,
It's a little bit.
and that is worthwhile. That's a worthwhile trip.
It's a little bit, a little
It's
bit
thicker.
dougher and thicker on the edges, but it's still thin and crispy. And look, I see what Defo loves, which is that little bit of river of
Very
oil.
tasty, yeah.
We
Wow.
don't call it grease; we call
Yeah.
it oil. And but it's
I've
good.
brought a few of these pies to a couple of parties I've attended where Wicked Cheesesteaks was on the route. And there was like everybody brings something, and always a big hit. Disappears right away.
And we're gonna
And
get,
everybody says, "Where'd you get this pizza from?"
later in the show. We're gonna get one of these new North Shore sandwiches, which you're gonna bring to your buddy,
Boston
right?
Jimmy. Yeah, I told him about it today on the Walk of Life. I said, "You know what? If I can do it, I'm going to bring you one." I don't know, that it doesn't lose something, if by the time I get it to his house, but. Yeah, I mean, and he was all in, and he was talking. It's not North End; it's North Shore.
North Shore.
North Shore is Long Island.
Mm-mm.
Isn't a North End in Boston?
There's a North Shore of Long Island. There's also a North Shore of the Boston metro area.
And that's where the real food is, right?
Well, like the Gloucester and what else is up there?
I have no idea. I'm gonna
Salem. The witches are up there, but the North Shore of Danvers,
By the way,
Peabody.
it was announced yesterday by the administration that the witch trials are coming back. That's the only thing left.
So you notice today I am wearing my bananas shirt. Lately, I've been wearing it because I think the whole world is a little bit bananas.
Now it's
But do you
Republic.
know the origin story of where I purchased this?
Banana Republic.
No.
This is around the West, right?
What's the city that is now in the
Oh, yeah.
crosshairs?
Why do they love to go after Portland? Is it because it's a liberal bastion? Like Portland, supposedly, from whatever I've heard, is always like very calm,
It represents
very forward thinking, but they always go after Portland. It's such a weird.
It
What's going on
represents
there that would require the Army to
Nothing.
roll in?
Nothing.
Nothing going on there. Just like
They-
Chicago and just like DC,
Are
like
there-
LA.
Are there homeless people there?
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
A lot of big cities, whether it's run by Republicans,
I'm sure
like
Mississippi and
down here.
Alabama.
Why
Plenty of
isn't there
homeless.
more? I hate to use this word now because that also became very popular and controversial. But why isn't there more empathy or sympathy for homeless people? Poor
There should
people.
be.
I don't know. I feel really bad.
Really down on their luck. A lot of good people, I'm sure. I mean, yes, there's probably the share of people with mental illness and all of this that really need help desperately. But
Yeah, no, it's just
why is it that we want to trounce the
become a na-
people that need the help
we
the
become
most?
a nation of some people are very
Some-
cool. Some people are like cheering. Well, I don't want to go down this road. All I wanted to say is I was in Portland with my daughter for about 4 or 5 days earlier
How
this
scared
year.
were you? Yeah.
None. It was a gorgeous city.
We saw the statue of Steve Prefontaine, and that was it.
I don't know why it's become the big bogeyman. At one point, when there was some of those demonstrations back in the Black Lives Matter movement days, Portland was one of those cities that had a big, huge turnout for protests. But again, protesting is still allowed in this country under the First Amendment. Some of the protests at some federal facilities got a little out of control, and there were arrests made, and the legal system was put into play. But day to day, it's a very pleasant city. And now you're a TikToker there, Lubie.
Sure.
But there is, I think there is a TikTok trend going on now called Portland Talk, where people, residents of Portland, my buddy Eric, college buddy, lives there a long time. And they're posting things about how pleasant it is and what a nice town it is. And they've got great restaurants, and they've got great breweries, and they've got legalized marijuana, and they've got all kinds of other things that really good quality of life. Me and my daughter had a fantastic time. Never 1 second did we feel unsafe. We took walks along the river.
It's Portland, Oregon.
We didn't even see homeless encampments. We saw, here and there, a homeless person that's not violent, like you said. Most of them have either substance abuse or mental illness issues. Nobody bothered us. And then I went down to this thrift shop and I saw this banana shirt, and I picked it up for $22 because it screamed to me. It said, "Buy me, Mike, because you're bananas." But the whole world is bananas. Portland is a very nice city. It does not deserve to be invaded by the U.S. military. We are not the enemy within. And that I'm going to just conclude because I didn't want to go down this road.
Well, it shouldn't be political.
But
You shouldn't attack your own
whether you're in
citizens.
Fort Lauderdale or Miami,
That's weird.
or Portland,
Sorry.
or New York City, where I'm going in a couple of weeks, my hometown, I don't think we need armed troops patrolling.
Well, I mean, we have
police people. We have civilian.
any of these cities that they've done this, all they do is show the military picking up garbage. Like it's because the people have welcomed them with open. I'm like, all right, you want to come to my city? You can come. We'll give you lunch. Like this isn't the middle of Baghdad in the early 1990s. Like
you were around during the days of the Vietnam protests, and obviously Kent State was a horrific thing, and that was National Guardsmen sent in. But I think we're going to get back to the days where I'm just going to carry around some flowers, some daisies, and just if I see a National Guardsman roaming the streets, I'm just going to stick a flower in the in the scope, or what do you call it, the barrel of their rifles, and just say make love, don't
not
make
war.
not Department of War. So that concludes today's Mike Mayo.
Yeah.
No, I don't talk about politics except when I talk about things that it doesn't seem like politics. It seems like if you took a poll of Americans and saying how many people are in favor of sicking
The gun polls
or
are like-
using cities
it's
as
like
military
20%,
training grounds.
20% are for it. Like no one wants. I mean, all the stuff that people were complaining about is still there, if not worse. Like people are still worrying about that stuff. They're not worrying about that. And then yes, there are cities that have crime problems. Magically, because a certain color is who they vote for, those cities don't get the National Guard. The cities that they keep sending people to.
You're talking about blue and red,
Yes,
not black and white.
Yep. Those cities actually have vast decreasing crime numbers. Like Portland's not a crime bastion. Like
It makes no sense to me,
it's a
but
waste of time.
I wear these bananas in solidarity with the people of Portland, and we'll go from there. But meanwhile, our friend Jim Sarney, even though you think he's a font of useless information sometimes,
he came up with a good stat
occasionally he
today.
came up with a great stat, right?
That was
You wanna
unbelievable.
mention it?
Yeah, I was surprised. This has only been in existence since 2022 when they expanded the baseball playoff format, but I did not realize this, and I would have never thought this, that of the 12 series that have been contested leading up to this year, in the 3 years it's been happening, 12 series so far in the wild card round. The team that won the first game went on to win the series. And in 10 of those series, it never got to a third game.
Oh, jeez.
So what does that tell
many people are sitting there, on the razor's edge today,
Yeah.
wondering if this is the end for their ball club. That actually, well, look, you got Detroit and Cleveland going. Cleveland's down 1-0, and they're at home. That game should be just underway. The Cubs have a 1-0 lead over the Padres, who are a bunch of choking dogs. Who I really, if I ever bet on the Padres again, it'll be
Who would have thought
while
that
I
the
have
Cubs
a gun
would
to my head.
comeback
Yeah,
clutch?
I have a little affinity for Alex Cora, the manager of the Red Sox, even though I grew up a Yankee fan, because 2 of the 3 years that I was doing Canes baseball as a play-by-play guy, Cora was the shortstop. And he was a very heady guy. As I recall, he was like a 286 somewhere in there hitter, but great defensive ball player. And I can hear the dulcet tones of the great Sonny Hirsch, the late great Sonny Hirsch, saying, that guy's going to be a good manager someday.
Oh, funny.
And sure enough, he became a very solid baseball guy. Actually had a reasonable career as a pro.
He was good.
As a player, even though he had not really the kind of power that you would think it would take at a time where shortstops were hitting a lot of home runs, maybe based on juice or whatever. But nonetheless, so I do have a soft spot in my heart for Alex Cora. Had his ups and downs with the cheating incidents and various things and aspersions that were being cast his way, but came back as a Boston manager, did a great job this year. And look, it's game on, dude, as they say tonight. Yankee Stadium has got to be rocking. And maybe someone's due to break through, though.
Yes.
That can't hold up forever.
All right, so going with your trends.
That's my problem with that stat.
So, because what we learned yesterday, you rolled the dice and came up
I
2
just
and 2,
was trying to find some
which
entertainment.
is
It's
fine.
fine. I mean,
But
what are you
not
gonna
on a 4-way parlay where you need to go 4-0, but using your trend lines, which is just bet back the game 1 winners to close it out in game 2. Guess how much a $5 4-bet parlay on coming back with yesterday's winner would pay if they all came back and won today?
10-1. I'm going to say 10-1.
You are right, $95.93.
How about
And
that?
I'm
That's pretty
going
good
in on it right
calculation.
now.
Wow. Yeah.
Even though one of the teams,
I mean,
Cleveland, is yesterday's loser, is ahead against Detroit right now, 1-0. But if I press the button on my
So
thing
now's the time to get in.
Yeah, do it.
and
That's even
4-bet
better. That's why
parlay,
you're
I
getting
think
better
I'm
odds.
even going to do it for $10 and try to make $185
There
and
you
go.
bet
Wow.
on another comeback. So how about that,
There you go.
sports fans? That'll be good. Yes, we love our action here on the
Yes.
Lunchbox. I am gambling and eating and drinking in honor of the impending dad, the Diet Dad's root beer for Mike Lubie
We all
Lubitz.
got our
Pizza's
dad.
really good, man.
The pizza's
I gotta
really
say.
And we didn't have an active discussion yet on the show
The baby shower.
about the baby shower at Galuppi's. What was everybody's impressions? We were all there.
I mean, I'm actually curious about your guys' impressions. We spent a lot of money to be there, so I'm hoping you enjoyed yourselves.
Defo, you want to start first?
I didn't eat much when I was there, but I did take a few bites of an omelet, and I have to say, that was one of the best omelets I've ever had in my life. It really was great, and that includes, the Cypress Nook and many other great breakfast places I've eaten at over my lifetime. But especially under the circumstances, kind of a buffet style omelet station, they did a great job on it. I don't know exactly what the guy did, but it absolutely was scrumptious. I was very happy with that. Galuppi's gets a mixed bag of reviews.
Yep.
I've been there many, many times. I've been in the area for a long time. I've stopped in there a zillion different times for either a post tennis match drink or something, meeting people, seeing bands. And the criticism used to be sometimes the service was a little bit suspect. But, everything at the Lubie occasion was absolutely fantastic. I would recommend it for a party. I don't know about you.
It's a very.
That's actually what I was going to say, is because when I told Mayo about Galuppi's, he made a face. When I told the professor about Galuppi's, he made a face. I've heard about Galuppi's for years because we revolve around that area between where the professor was, where Defo was, where a lot of the stuff we did, like the Pompano Beach area is somewhere we spent a lot of time in. And I've heard a lot. Mixed bag is a very good word for it, because I've heard people sing their praises because they used to be an FSU bar. So people liked it in that regard. And then I've also heard people make faces. So we didn't know what to do. We went there just because we were looking for a place to have the baby shower that wasn't charging for the room, to be really honest. They were just charging per plate, which they did. I will say we were pleasantly surprised. Like, the way the room looked was way nicer than a lot of the rooms at some of the nicest places you go to. the service was astounding. Like we got there to set up, and they're like, you only have an hour and a half, blah blah blah.
I think
Their
that might have
staff-
been fear of Shirley. Because
Maybe, but their staff was wonderful. They were there helping us set up when it wasn't in any of the writers. They weren't supposed to do that, but they were helping us set up all day long. I saw them. They were coming to me. They were coming to her. Coming to.
And you know,
people-
Shirley's wonderful, but she's a very
She's a pain in the ass.
Okay,
What were you gonna say? No, she's a pain in the ass, and that's fine.
She's detail oriented.
Yeah, she's
Was
very
she? I
detail-oriented.
didn't see her like. Was she like? Kind of coaching everybody up there?
No. She was. We didn't have to. That's why I'm curious how you guys took. Because from hosting an event standpoint, they did a good job, and I literally would tell anyone I know, like. She was worried about having bar mitzvahs in the future because of how things cost.
She's already worried about the bar mitzvah.
Well, because they can be 15 to 20 grand.
But
He's
that's,
going to have a bar mitzvah.
The kid's
He
not
would.
born yet.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
my
in
wife
the
again. She's
tradition is
detail-oriented.
the wife's religion is one that usually, is
Okay,
it
good.
counts for
Traditional.
the-
I mean, people.
but
aren't
you're saying no.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Luca's
both.
Jewish.
No. He's going to be both. He's going to be raised in the
Both,
Catholic
okay.
and a Jewish faith. But what I'm saying, I'm just
Me, I
saying.
didn't argue too hard because Natalia's mom is Catholic,
Yeah.
and when
Well,
she
that's
said
what I
no bat mitzvah, I was like, great.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's
Save me
just
a few,
what I'm saying is the prices were so
20
affordable that it actually opened our eyes. So, she's like, yeah, I can see doing a bar mitzvah if it's like this, like the cost for how extensive it was, how nice it looked, how welcoming they were. The food wasn't. I don't know if it was great, but I never expect good food at like an event like that. I just need to be decent, and it was definitely decent.
And you did consult with me on because you had that
What we should
entree.
get, what we should get, and
And
I thought the chicken was fine. I
and
mean,
we got the
for
chicken
chicken
piccata,
piccata,
which
wasn't
again,
bad.
it's not offensive, and it was not overcooked.
No.
I ate some of the chicken piccata. I had some of the potatoes. I was staying away from eggs. I don't know. I have an egg sensitivity.
but the
all of a
omelet, see,
sudden.
that's the thing. I'm not a
They
big.
did a great job.
I
with
love
that omelet.
omelets. I
Yeah.
don't like omelets at like
events.
events like that because they only do shredded cheese. They only do certain toppings. But whatever the guy did, it was one of the best omelets I've ever. I don't know what he did, but it was really good, and it went really well. Everyone seemed to have a good
No,
time.
it was a good
So
time.
I would say if you need to have a party in this area, Galuppi's does a really good job.
And having that mimosa wall where you walk
was cool.
in and all
Yeah.
those glasses of champagne with orange juice were just lined up against the wall, so you didn't have to wait at a bar. That it was a really nice touch. It was something different.
Well, and the other thing, what's cool is being brunch, we're like, are we going to really do an open bar? We're trying to watch money. Like, what's cool is the bar's right there. So, like, it's not a dry event. Because that's my thing is I didn't want to stop people from drinking
As
if they
long as
wanted
there's a
to.
cash bar
I wanted
available.
someone to be able to drink. And people seemed to get it. They went and got their drinks. They came back, and it
Well,
helped the vibe as well.
Job well done. I had never been invited to a baby shower before. Traditionally,
It's
it's
like a
one of
new
those
thing.
things where it's the the
Women.
mom to be along with her family. All the women. It used to be
Yes.
a gender exclusive event. I don't know how I feel about being included.
I'd rather go back
It's
to not being
costly. I
included.
mean, that's for
It's
sure.
a lot
I hope
less
that
money.
check didn't bounce, Lily.
No, you guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
but no, it was a very nice affair. It was nice to see everybody there. And Galuppi's, again, a nice spot for as far as venues go. It overlooks a golf course,
Yep.
very scenic. They have indoor rooms if you want to do an outdoor affair.
Well,
there, you
again, the
can.
room isn't like the hall. Like that.
Right.
Shirley's always. That's why we went to Homestead for her freaking wedding because she didn't. When you go to like hotels or even like a Signature Grand, they all look the same. Like I'll give it to
It's like
they
a
did-
factory.
Yes, they did like the wood pan. Whatever they did, it just looked different. It felt nicer, and I was like, okay. Like she's like, I could see doing other events here because the affordability was really cool. What they charge per plate is fantastic, and the food was good. It wasn't horrible, like which again, I'm not trying to be negative, but when you go to an event like that, I never
Don't
really
say
worry
that
about the
around
food.
Pat Utter.
Well, they're not here either, but like the food, when you go to events,
No, it's
chalk
not
the food
I
up
mean,
to
it's,
whatever,
It's, it's edible. It's enjoyable. It's,
yeah,
it's
people
fine.
seemed really happy.
It's
People
good.
were eating, and then people had a really good time, which was
So
really
there we go.
cool.
They have the review of the
Little
little
Luca
Luca
baby
shower. All right. We're gonna take our first break.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we do, I'm gonna welcome back to the show. It is October 1st. I can't believe it. The last quarter of the year means we're getting ready already for Halloween and the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and that means it's great time to start thinking about what we're gonna get our loved ones for
Yes, sir.
gifts. And Thanksgiving, we don't get gifts, but for Christmas and Hanukkah we do. And then I'm saying for even it's not too early around October and Halloween, trick or treat. How about a treat for the food lover in your life? And that
Yeah.
would be the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Again, it is going to be a fantastic time taking place all over Greater Fort Lauderdale, a lineup that is going to be dynamite. Not just the grand tasting, which, by the way, the VIP tickets are already sold out. Phil and Kate are doing a gangbusters job. Go online to vlfoodwine.com. You can still get general admission tickets to the grand tasting, which this year is going to be Saturday, January 24th. Push back a little. It's 1 week later than usual this year because I forgot the national championship college football game is going to be in town.
Oh, it's here, yeah,
at Hard Rock Stadium on Monday night, the 19th.
Yep.
So with everybody in town for that, and it's going to make things a little bit crazy that weekend before. It's also the National Martin Luther King holiday on Monday the 19th. That's going to be the kickoff dinner over at Heritage, our friend Reno. That's the annual kickoff. There's going to be all kinds of great not private dinner, but what we call the exclusive dinners around town. The lineup is going to be great. I'm going to be hosting one up in at 26 Degrees Brewing.
Nice.
And it's going to be just a fun time. So go online now, vlfoodwine.com, and get your tickets today. Not just the grand tasting, but there's also a family-friendly free brunch event on that Sunday.
We were around it last year. It was really fun.
Again, as usual, the Asian-themed walk and roll. Our friend Alex from Juan's and Diego at Temple Street are heavily involved with that event. It's going to be a great time. vlfoodwine.com for the food lover in your life. Go online right now. Start getting your tickets today so that you could have something for the holidays. All right, let's take the first break. We'll come back with more. Oh, and look at this. We've got one of these, what they call the North Shore of Massachusetts, Boston area.
Look how rare that is.
And you know what? Look at that. That is a beautiful rare roast beef.
Golly.
And it's got some cheese, American cheese slice on the bottom, barbecue sauce, and a little bit of mayonnaise. And that is what you call a Boston three-way. It is become a viral sensation.
Yep.
Brian put the roast beef on the menu about 6 weeks ago, and he's killing it. It is great. I love a good roast beef sandwich.
Yep.
And your friend Boston Jimmy is going to be enjoying
I hope he loves that. Yeah, that looks great.
Look at
I'm going to cut this in half and start chowing down because it is just scrumptious.
It's good to see rare roast beef like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been buying Publix roast beef mostly to enhance my dog's appetite with the food that they normally eat, which is great. But they always like a little topping on there. And it looks good when the guy's holding it and says, okay, how you want it sliced. And no matter what you say, they slice it a different way. And then the minute you put it in a bag, it turns brown. I mean, it looks like something that you would put on your feet if you were wearing a blue suit. That's rare roast beef. That's fantastic.
Good. It's a good look. Brian has really got the technique down perfect. Come on in here to Wicked Cheesesteaks. Get your roast beef sandwiches today, along with the traditional Philly cheesesteaks.
So their lobster rolls,
chicken steaks,
the whole thing.
All thing, and whatever you want. This is comfort food haven. Perfect for, well, I don't know,
any game day. I mean,
any game day.
I don't know about a break
not necessarily
fast,
breaking the fast,
but it's the kind of what I wish we would have had a break fast.
It's the kind of food you eat before the fast.
But it definitely be good for Saturday. I'll tell you right now, whether you're a Kane or an old fan, Wicked Cheesesteaks will get you ready for that game.
All right, let's take that first of two breaks, and we'll be back more after this.
Hey, Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's, for the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. We're at Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale, right here on Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard. And we've got eating going on. We've got gambling going on. I am in full degenerate mode today, getting ready for the high holiday tonight, because I am going to be playing some poker. I am going to also go over to our presenting sponsor, Tropical Acres. I'm going to go hit happy hour before the sun goes down. It will be my last pre-fast or pre-non-fast meal.
You'll have more later.
What should I have? Should I have the twin lobster special tonight? Had the roast beef now, so maybe you got to lay off the red meat. I'll have the lobster tonight. But
there you go.
Meanwhile, the roast beef sandwich here, I just
It's fantastic.
I devoured the half of it during the break.
I don't do the thing you do where you have to compare it to you have that weird thing with the cheesesteak. I know what the cheesesteak is. I accept what it is. It is a filling sandwich that I have to really be in the mood for. But I will say that's why I like this sandwich, because this sandwich is not as overwhelming. This sandwich isn't as big an undertaking, but it does have all the flavor that you get from that sandwich. And
you said it yourself.
To get meat this way,
to
get meat this way is amazing.
Juicy, roast beef, flavorful. Look at this. We got the chicken.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, it's a loaded chicken.
He did a whole
steak.
thing. He like a chicken BLT, I think is what he's calling it.
Wow. What's in it? It's a chicken BLT. Chicken, onion, bacon. He chopped it all
And
off.
Chipotle.
Wow.
If you need Chipotle,
That's something.
Something.
Ryan is always cooking up something here.
The roast beef, by the way, in this sandwich is fantastic.
Yeah, it's unbelievably good. I mean, you know me. I like my red meat.
You want a
bouillon,
rare, yep.
and this is a perfectly rare cooked piece of roast
Well, and
beef.
I like and he's now toasting the bun, I guess.
The
And
toasted bun gives
the
it
toasted
crunch.
bun crunch with the beef is like a really nice combination. There's like a
And
slight sweetness because using potato
the
bun or something.
balance of the condiments on this one is perfect, Brian.
Yep.
You got the right
little
amount
bit of
of
mayonnaise,
the barbecue sauce and the mayo. Yeah. The Mike Mayo. Oh, you're gonna
It's gonna give you
make the
that was
Brooklyn
a
one.
death knell the last time.
Killed me with the Mayo overload from Mayo last time we did this here. All right, so I wanted to get into. I got into it with a woman on the Let's Eat South Florida group today.
Oh, that's fine.
How's that for a shock, Defo? But a woman who was a contest winner for the 10 Palms brunch contest.
She had a complaint.
No, she posted a very nice post.
Oh, nice.
No complaints from her.
This is
Thank
really good.
goodness. But she was talking about the virtues of the all day buffet. And again, we're going to be doing our Sunday brunch
Couple weeks, I
bash
think,
that
right?
we do occasionally. We do it like 3 times a year, sometimes
Yeah.
4.
Depending on.
Next one coming up Sunday, October 19th. And I did a little push for it because it's not just for contest winners and us. It's also for anybody out there who watches us or anybody on the Let's Eat South Florida group.
Yep.
And Joe Beja and his great group, again, Chef Jason out there. They want people to come out and experience the pleasure, really, of the all-day brunch buffet. So we do these brunch bashes at a special discounted rate. Instead of the usual $55 plus tax and tip, it's only $44 plus tax and tip. If you have the advanced math degree, you know that's a 20% savings.
Yep.
And if you want to come on out on October 19th, all you got to do is email me at mikemayoeats@gmail.com with your name and the number of people in your party. You don't even have to pay until you come on out. And you're going to have a great time. So, again, one of our contest winners this week, Jackie Quintana, she went out. She had a great time. And she posted in particular about how much she likes the ice cream / sundae bar. That's part of the whole dessert lineup there.
Yep.
And some other woman chimes in saying, and I guess the brand that they're using, which I was not familiar
I don't even know what the
with,
brand is.
it's called Saint Bernardo.
I thought it was really good.
It's called San Bernardo. And I assume they're some sort of either local, and somebody was chiming in that they're a family-owned, ice cream, manufacturer. And that's what Joe uses. And have you had the sundaes there?
Yeah, the ice cream's great.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
The ice cream's really good. Like, it's weird because their baked goods are fantastic. The dessert stuff's fantastic, but I always have to eat the ice cream. I really enjoy it. I didn't know what it was. I meant to ask Joe. I forget because we're talking about so many things wrong with him. But for all the stuff they do there, they didn't even used to have ice cream. So like, I really enjoy the ice cream. So I don't know what the complaint could be. I really, every time we do this, I make sure I have ice cream. And again, their baked goods are really good.
So a woman named Clarissa, came in with the comment, happy for you, but San Bernardo ice cream would be a hard pass for me. Can you translate for the older crowd? What does a hard pass mean, Lubie?
Like, it's very negative. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's not even like I
saying,
won't
I'm
do
not
it.
going to touch it.
It's like, it's like making the face.
Yeah. And somebody else chimed in, why the hard pass? And Clarissa chimed in my professional opinion, it is not a quality product. Small batch ice cream would be better. It obviously comes down to costs. Well, first of all, Joe Beja, he puts good product out there, no
Yes.
matter what it is, whether it's the omelet station, the carvery.
They did
he's got
oysters
shrimp.
at the event because they wanted to switch it up. Oysters aren't cheap.
And again, somebody shot back, like, you ever know all the brands served at different restaurants?
No idea.
Plus, this is a local family operated brand for more than 50 years. Hope all family
I love that
businesses
people were
can
chiming
survive.
in.
Oh, this is the beauty of the Let's Eat group, that you get a free-flowing discussion going and people try to, offer facts and counter different opinions. Obviously, Clarissa is allowed to
Yeah, she
not
never
like
opinion.
San Bernardo
Yeah.
ice cream, but then she starts talking about a professional opinion. And again, she came back with, professionally, I do know it comes down to cost. There are several other local family brands, and then Victoria, somebody chimed in. You keep saying professionally, so what's your profession
do? Yeah.
relative to ice cream? And then Clarissa comes back. Well, I can speak offline but I'm allowed to give my opinion as everybody else is. It's still America. Well, I don't know if it's still
Don't say my
America.
professional.
All right. And then I came back to both the people that were defending the ice cream and saying, Pay no heed to the ice cream trolls. That's
I'm
me.
telling you, it's really good.
You know,
I'm not
me.
a connoisseur or anything, but I've had ice cream my whole life. I know what ice cream I like and I don't like. And I've had ice cream. We make fun of when you go to the Chinese place that always has to have the ice chips. Like I've had that, and I still enjoy the ice cream too. Because like you say,
And I said, don't.
there's never bad ice cream,
And I said, I've had it several times. At
but
the
it's
10
good.
pound
I think it's
brunches.
legit good.
It hits the spot and is totally good.
I think it's good.
And then Clarissa comes back to me with, wow, so other people's opinions make them a troll? And I came back to Clarissa
You are being
by
a troll.
saying, no, but picking on perfectly good ice cream at a buffet setup and then going back and forth with an OP without answering her questions, like what's the better alternatives at similar price points and what your professional bona fides are, does make you a troll.
Yeah. If you bring up I'm professional and then won't say what profession that is weird. Like that is a troll. And
Okay.
again, it's ice cream at a buffet. Like of course, it's about it's about cost. They're running a business. Everything they do is about cost. That doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's underwhelming. That doesn't mean it's not to a certain standard.
And then Clarissa comes back. I just noticed this because I didn't see it before with the final blow, which is noted. I said I prefer small batch ice cream. And then she says, I can see that since you get financially compensated from this establishment, you can say or hear nothing differently. That is very sad, with a little tear face.
But the ice cream,
Let me tell you
Joe
this.
could care less when we talk about the ice cream.
You could look,
Joe's never said a word else
Absolute
about the ice cream.
stone cold fact that Gulfstream and 10
Yeah, they're
Palms are a sponsor of the Lunchbox Show. Okay. But nobody compromises my integrity. And when it comes to food opinions, if I don't like something, I'm going to tell somebody I don't like it.
We've been there.
I'll pull them off
It's
to the
awkward and
side. There are
embarrassing,
different
uncomfortable.
restaurateurs that are sponsors, and I'll say, hey, this is a little. I have never once had to go to Joe Beja about the ice cream at Gulfstream.
Yeah,
So, there we go.
you're allowed to not like it. That's fine. But just why are you? She was weirdly defiant about it.
She's defiant. And again, she still didn't answer my questions, which is what's the ones that's better that should be on the buffet? And what are your professional bona fides that makes you the ice cream expert of what Joe Beja, who is a total pro, and he puts together? You know, I hate getting hot and bothered by all this crap, Defo, but apparently I do.
Yeah, I mean, you hammered this poor lady. The dripping sarcasm, as you mentioned her name, makes you believe that you obviously didn't respect her opinion very much. I mean, look, she's just a lady on Let's Eat South Florida. It's crazy. It's almost like a political statement here.
Well, that's it. But isn't it nice?
But
to be...
I don't know. I wouldn't want to discourage people. I mean, if she has a complaint, she has a complaint.
She didn't have a complaint. She saw a picture of San Bernardo ice cream and says that's
she
not
might be
good enough
wrong,
for her.
but you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I'm not even trying to tackle.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
I'm not even trying to tackle it. I just don't understand saying I'm professional 3 different times. So then when they're like, okay, so what's your profession? She's like, oh, I'm not. I'll say that offline. So then why bring it up 3 times?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, by the way, the chicken bacon
That thing is
is
great. Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
Let's get on a happier
It's
thing.
really
there.
good. Like,
That is really.
we've never had this, but it's really
full.
He
good.
keeps coming
I
up with
know
new
you
stuff.
are,
this,
but it's-
Brian.
I had
It's
my
really
I had
good.
my slice of pizza and I had my half sandwich. I'm done. I
It's
cannot
fine.
get another bite.
I
but
enjoyed
maybe
it a
I'll-
great deal.
But a very inventive approach to the chicken filling.
Yeah, it's like the
Nice job,
it's
yeah.
like a chicken bacon ranch kind of a thing, chicken Philly combo. There's no ranch, obviously, but I guess maybe a little bit of mayonnaise. But like it's creamy, it has a lot of flavor.
Definitely worth trying.
It's really good. And I feel like we've never had this. Like I'm trying
Going
to
in
think,
there.
we've had almost everything here that I
Yeah.
think, but
It looks like something you almost find at Juan, like the mooshu
Yeah,
pork.
it's
You can
a-
roll it up in a pancake.
but it's
except-
it's a cheese, I guess, and
Oh,
it's,
wow.
it's a really nice flavor, especially
Oh,
if you
wow.
like bacon, which everyone does. But the chicken's good, the cheese is nice.
I would throw a little hot sauce on there if I was
There's
inclined
things
to
you
get
can.
up. Yeah.
There's a chipotle, and I put that on. It was nice, but
that's a rich flavor
It's-
explosion, right?
it's really
there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, Brian getting it done.
Yes,
All right. Let's take our second and final break.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to beat up on the poor woman, but again, she deserves it. So
I don't mind if you're talking about our sponsors. It's fine. I just want to know if you're going to bring up your profession. What is your profession? Like, what are you professional at?
she probably works for Van Leeuwen's ice cream or
She
something.
works
like
for
that.
another ice cream
Like
company.
you
is
can
what it
say
is.
you
Yeah, yeah.
can harp on me for like
Which is fine. I mean,
sticking up for one of our great it's not just because they're sponsors. It's a great I mean
I'm telling you, the ice cream's good.
no, I'm saying the whole buffet setup to get in there for the whole day.
Yeah,
Have
for
our
that
favorite
price,
for the
this
whole
is
day.
amazing.
It's an experience that's good. I don't know why I let the little shit bother me, but it's a character flaw I'm working on.
How hard you're working on it.
Did I mention Tropical Acres, 2500
You did.
Griffin Road? I'm going to be going
Just down
there
the
tonight
street.
for happy hour.
Nice.
They got the happy hour going 4:30 to 6:30 in the bar with the great specials Monday through Friday. They got the $39 Twin Lobster special going Monday through Friday through all the way mid-November. And if you want to get in there for Thanksgiving Day, now is the time to give them a call and get on the reservation book because it fills up fast. It's a great place for the holidays. Call them 954-989-2500. Tropical Acres, been in business 76 years. You know the Studiali family are doing something right when you are able to have that kind of longevity. Great value, great service, great people. Tropical Acres. All right, let's take the second and final break,
Yes.
and we'll be back with more from Wicked Cheesesteaks. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-face smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, shenanigans, great seafood, and more at Mignonette Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com. And with the Miami Heat season about to get underway again, Mignonette, perfect spot to go for a dinner before a game at the whatever they call the place now, Casaya Center.
Yeah, and Danny has said use it for parking.
Yeah.
Go eat their park and leave your car there.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay for parking.
walk.
What parking is nowadays, I mean, that would make it worth it of itself.
$75 at the stadium. How much is it
I
going
don't know.
for
I
at
haven't
the
been to a Heat
arena
game
now?
in a long time, but
Got to be steep.
I'm sure it's at least 25,
40
30 bucks, probably 40 to
Probably
50.
40 these days.
Yeah.
And that blows me away. The fact that just to even
Just to
before
park.
you even buy a ticket, just to get your car there, to spend that kind of money when you could be coming here and just eating and just watch the game on TV. So
There you go.
that's it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. Good luck to everybody.
Have a
If
safe
you're,
and easy fast.
Again, fasting. Good luck with that. If you're betting, like on the baseball parlays, like me, I've now got $30 worth of action, and I potentially can stand to gain $240 something off of $30 wagers. That's what I
Wish you
call
luck,
a
sir.
good day. Getting some action, for not that much money.
There you go.
Lubie, what's your final meal before you get into this fasting thing?
I'm probably gonna eat more of this because I just realized I need to eat as much as I can because I can't eat for the next day. And then I don't know, probably
Observant Jew eating the bacon.
yes. And
with the
then
chicken.
well, you want to
before-
talk about that? Then I will probably have a slice of the shrimp scampi pizza from Shenanigans to really contain shrimp and cheese in one bite
Right.
to really go for it before I go
With
and
your
not eat because
before
I'm
you
so
go in,
Jewish. Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm going to be having? Big scoop of St. Bernardo ice cream. That's
There
it.
you go. You're unbelievable. Thank you, Clarissa.
Tomorrow we're going to be having an encore edition from Mimi's Ravioli in Hollywood because Sandy Koufax here doesn't pitch on the high
I do
holidays.
not.
We will be back on Friday from Gulfstream
Gulfstream.
Park. Joe Beja won't be with us. He's going to be in New
Oh, he's in
Orleans this
Orleans.
weekend with a bunch of his old, I guess, frat brothers. I sent
Yes.
them a list of restaurant recommendations. If you had to tell people 3 places in New Orleans, that's one of your favorite stops, food cities, right?
You know what? I don't think you can go wrong anywhere there.
Yeah.
I really don't. You can pop into the slimiest looking bar on Frenchman or Bourbon Street, or go to some elegant place that's well known and historically a part of New Orleans culture, and get a great meal no matter what. I've never been disappointed, I would have to say.
Yep.
Almost anywhere I've ever gone.
Are you a Commander's Palace fan? Have you been there through the
I
years?
remember Commander's Palace
It's a
being
great
a place that
place.
was on my destination list. There are plenty of places I wanted to go there that I have never eaten at that I saw recommended highly in various sources, but you can't go wrong. I mean, anywhere you go, it's always great.
It's great. I mean, Joe Cassell is good friends with
Yeah.
a chef named Frank Brightson. He's been in business a long time.
He loves that place. yeah.
House that's off to out of the whole, touristy area out by the Riverbend area. I either go to Brightson's or Clancy's every time I go out there. So I
Nice.
told Joe, you must go to one of those 2 spots.
Yeah.
And then hearing real good things. There's been a reinvention of Emeril's. It's his son, Emeril Lagasse's son, is actually running it, and it's
Oh, wow.
gotten rave reviews. So the new Emeril's is another place in New
Nice.
Orleans that I haven't been to yet, but on my next trip there, I cannot wait. All right, I'm sorry we ran out of theme music, but you get me going about New Orleans. I just can't stop rhapsodizing. What a
We
great
love New
city.
Orleans.
Food, music, fun. It's all
Vibe's
there.
amazing.
All right, come on by Wicked. Get your whatever you want.
Get anything.
Roast beef sandwiches.
This thing
That
hits the spot,
chicken
too. Yeah,
bacon
wow.
Philly
I can't
is
stop eating it.
that's a
Really good.
fantastic product.
It's really good.
Brian is always coming up with new
The
things.
wings are great. The pizza's great.
He's a very creative man, and of course, his great
I would
wife,
do omakase.
Sonata.
I would come here and put yourself in the hands of Brian and ask him.
Sonata makes the desserts.
Sonata,
Got some
great
great
bakers.
pies and cakes. It's all here. Wicked Cheesesteaks. Come on out. They're open every day but Tuesday, and they are Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. All right, we'll see everybody again. Replay tomorrow, and we call it an encore edition.
There you go.
And then we'll see you again from Gulfstream on Friday. Until then, enjoy every sandwich.